And we are back. We were just talking about the weather at may pag-uusapan tayo na karugtong yan. Kasama pa rin natin si Architect Michael John Espiritu, Founder and Managing Director of Criaris, at kasama sila sa Philippine Association of Landscape Architects. Muli magandang hapon sa iyo, Architect.
Good afternoon.
Okay, paano tinatanggap ng Pilipino itong landscape architecture? Kasi kung ako tatanungin mo, I enjoy it immensely. I go to those places, not anymore because of the usual reasons. Magmo-malling ka, magwi-window siya. I go there just to sit still, sip my tea or my coffee, read a book because of your creations. Yung ibang mga Pilipino, paano sila tinatanggap ngayon, yung projects nyo?
Well, there's a current change now, no? Kasi before, when you talk about, like, for example, a mall, you know, you would think mega mall,
right?
Where it's just a big box.
Right, exactly. My definition of a mall before, a box.
A box where you go in, you're secluded from nature, you don't know if it's raining outside. But nowadays, it's changing. You see more of, like, say, Bonifacio High Street,
right,
where the shopping experience is actually brought outside.
Outside, yes.
So while you're shopping, you get to enjoy nature. Although some people complain mainit, but hey, you know, it's better looking at green and even sitting on the grass after you go shopping. So there's a shift, you might say, from the past where everything was indoors to now where people are looking outdoors.
Okay.
You see outdoor cafes more often.
Yes.
You think that you're in Paris,
Oh,
or
yes.
you're in some other
Anong
country.
tawag nila doon? Alfresco cafes.
Alfresco, yeah.
Yes.
Alfresco dining, and you know, it's part of, I guess it's changing. People's preferences for the outdoors is changing.
Alam mo, I think it goes hand in hand with the evolution also of the workspace. Dati kasi pag sinabi mo yung paperwork or whatever, malaking computer, nasa harap ka, laki-laki ng screen mo, and then you're cooped up in the office. Ngayon, pag sinabi mo no, may kinakailangan ako tapusin script or presentation, makikita mo nasa cafe sila lahat. So, nasa extension na siya. So, yung ginagawa ninyo, parang kaalinsabay siya sa pag-evolve ng workspace. Okay. Now, doon sa mga designers, developers, tinatanggap na ba nila because they have to hire you? Okay?
Yes.
Dati, engineer, architect, interior designer. Ngayon, meron ng landscape architects kasi separate nga siya. How is the business doing now?
Business is doing good, primarily because of the condominium developments that's cropping up all over the city.
Like mushrooms.
Yeah, and actually a lot of people say they have a negative kind of outlook to condominiums. But actually, if you look at it at a big picture, it's actually more sustainable.
Right.
Because you're not consuming too much land, but you're housing a lot of people.
Right.
And also, there's that mixed-use element. So there's the dining, the shopping. You just go downstairs, and then there's the big open space.
Right.
So business-wise, it's been good. Also because of the fact that more and more of the developers are valuing the landscape. So they make sure that, you know, they provide from 40 to even 60%.
Right. You were telling me about a project na 60% ay open space.
Yes, that's very common nowadays. To Serendra in Fort Bonifacio by Alveo Land is 60% open space.
Wow.
And you know, condo living, diba? You don't stay in your condo.
Yeah.
You
Kasi
know,
maliit lang naman talaga.
You don't watch
Oo.
TV all day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a tendency is you just go to your condo
out.
to sleep,
Yeah.
take a shower, and then you go out.
Right.
So when you go out, you're inside the big landscape, which is...
Inyo pa rin yun, pero you're in this big open space.
Yeah, and in that landscape, there's swimming pools, there's playgrounds,
May
there's
jogging path.
Yeah. So
There's picnic area.
we're all involved in the design of that.
Right.
as well.
Okay, now napag-usapan na natin yung kapakinabangan ng humans, no? Pag-usapan natin, how does nature benefit from this service also? Kasi that's napaka-importante nun eh. Ito katatapos lang ni habagat, no? Walang pangalang baha, pero binaha tayo lahat, pero wala siyang pangalan. At by the looks of it, no, katatapos lang ni habagat, dumating na naman si Helen, nagulan-ulan, no? Kinabahan na naman tayo lahat. Ano ang function o ano ang contribution ng landscape architecture? Doon sa sinabi mong components kanina, protecting, preserving, and doing the aesthetics so it becomes usable for humans.
Well, people forget that they keep blaming global warming, so floods and so rains, excessive rains, and so forth, which is partly true.
Right.
But one way of alleviating or softening the impact of that is by providing more soil for the rain to be soaked into the groundwater. And to do that, you need open space. You need parks and open spaces. Not only big parks, but even the small ones in small neighborhoods would do. Even along the road, you know, those planting strips that you see act as a sponge. So it acts as a sponge, it sucks in the rainwater, and then it supplies our aquifer with water. So that would help reduce the flooding. And people underestimate that. It actually will reduce the flooding if only we had more. And as landscape architects, that's our job. That's our job, is to make sure that these open spaces are not only usable to people but also beneficial to the environment.
Okay. Kaya may binanggit ako, sabi ko, peaceful coexistence, mapayapang. Ano ba sa Tagalog ng coexistence? Ha? Okay, wala makasagot sa akin. Peaceful coexistence. Ibig sabihin, kasi there was this one person that we were kind of giggling about it, na sinabi niya that trees belong in the forest. Ang nakakalimutan natin, this used to be the forest, and we came in here and we pushed them away. Okay. May mga programa ang PALA, o Philippine Association of Landscape Architects, na nagpo-provide ng how this can happen, no? Yung mga members ninyo, what do you do for them para mas maging effective sila sa pagiging landscape architects?
Okay. There's very few landscape architects in the Philippines.
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah, and one of my responsibilities as the external vice president is to promote the profession.
Okay.
And we're reaching out to students to take up the profession. It's now being offered in UP, UP Diliman, in San Carlos, in Cebu, and in Bulacan State University. And as a profession, we get together every year. We have an expo, and the expo is intended to show the world, or show the Philippines, what landscape architecture is.
Okay.
The expo is held December 7 and 8, that's annually, at the UP School of Architecture. So at the expo, you will see works by the students, works by the professionals, and also our partners in the profession, the suppliers, will have booths there as well to showcase what the products are that's involved in them.
And of course, you will come back here to promote that event prior to the event, but near it. And sino nga yung nagsabi nun? May your kind prosper. Because this is actually developmental and non-destructive.
Yes.
This is coexistence. Architect Michael John Espiritu, maraming salamat sa iyo sa pagpunta mo dito
You're
sa
welcome.
amin. And babalik ka.
Oh, yes.
Alright, okay. Mga kaibigan, nakasama po natin si Architect Michael John Espiritu, founder at managing director ng Crearis, at siya ang external vice president ng Philippine Association of Landscape Architects. Bagong bagay po itong ibinahagi namin sa inyo dito sa APRUB, at ang tabayanan ng kanilang contact details para kung may katanungan po kayo ay itanong nyo sa kanila. Magbabalik pa rin kami.